guys. Setting up your reunião for YouTube Live. Okay, hello YouTube. How are you, YouTube, today in this very beautiful Friday morning? Okay, let's start. Today the topic is about study. The topic is how do you approach study? I put here on the chat the topic and I will put the questions. Before to start talking, it's important to present ourselves to YouTube and one to other. Okay, all of us know about the methodology of talking talk. We can split to the questions. To start, I will present myself. Okay, guys. As you can see, my name is Diego Rodrigues. I'm 37 years old. I live in Campinas, near to São Paulo capital. I have a wife, I have a kids. I have four kids, guys. I have three boys and one little daughter. Um, I work as a data analytics manager. I work with numbers, but I work in advertising and the marketing field. I really like my job. As a side job, I work as a consultant, marketing consultant, personal branding consultant. I work positioning brands and small business on the internet, on YouTube. I like my job, okay? And I'm here on TNT since 2021. I host here around 1.5 year. I really like TNT. I love TNT because here is a very good place to make friendship, to know different people, to know different cultures, to improve our conversation skills, not just in English, but to open us, to open our sentiments and to speak in a different way. Because if you are in a class, you need just to speak about how to send a good email for our boss. Okay, how to read a presentation in front of the a company. Here we speak real life. This is so good for us. Okay, and that's it about me. Etienne, go ahead, present yourself.
Hi guys, I am Etienne. I'm from Guaíba City in the Rio Grande do Sul.
Oh,
I am 29 years old. I'm married. I have a dog. Um, and today is raining and I want to be a day with sun, but oh, I'm so, I'm so sad because I want more days with sun, but unfortunately is raining.
okay, very good. Okay, Dani, go ahead, please.
Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Daniela. Uh, I live in São Paulo. I am 35 years old. I am a software developer from Change, but now I am unemployed. Uh, but uh, I am looking for other opportunities. Currently in my day, I split my day in two times. In the morning, I study English. In the afternoon and at night, I study other technologies about my job. And in my free time, I like drawing. I like watch series, and I have one cat. Eh, Let me see.
If you are
That's it.
comfortable, show to us after one draw, okay? I really like draws. I think that you have a
Yeah.
gift, okay, for this. But if you feel comfortable and after, okay,
Okay.
very good.
Uh, that's it.
Welcome, Danny.
Thank you.
Clinton, your turn.
Hello, guys. Good morning. My name is Clinton Brito. I'm 31 years old. I live in Aracaju, as Diego well know. Uh, I am married. I have four pets, one dog. and 3 cats.
What the names of this dog?
Nina,
Nina. Allah.
uh,
she she
a very common
raised.
name for a dog.
Yes, she raised after name. Very good. Beautiful. This is
Uh,
your place to make exercise, Clinton.
no,
No, you work
exercise?
out. You work out in this place because I'm
No,
seeing. I
no.
don't know. No. Ah,
No,
okay.
this is a TV.
Ah,
It was in
TV. Oh
another
my
room.
mind. I think that's a kind of I forgot the name. Corda para pular. This kind of stuff.
Rope.
Rope. That's it. Good.
No, no. I go to the gym,
Oh,
but
very good.
I don't do workouts at home.
During the
It's a
pandemic, I remember I buy a supino, mesa de supino, a lot of weights. I spend a
yeah.
lot of money, but it's not the same. Go to the gym is
No,
better,
no.
yes, because you see different people.
Yeah.
You have a kind of a different approach there. It's good.
Even though I don't like the music that plays at the
Ah,
gym, but
yes. I
usually use
yes,
wearing headphones, so
yes,
it's a better environment.
yes.
And
Specific environment, yes.
although software developers usually don't like people to interact with people, kind of the opposite. So I prefer to go to real places.
Very good. So let's go, guys. Let's start with the first question. Danny, please read the first one and start answering, please.
Sure, sure. Nowadays, which study method do you think most effectively for learning new concepts? Why? Mm, for oh, sorry. For me, the better ways is watch video, because for me reading is complicated, because why I it's bad for me. Reading is bad for me other ways. For me, the main ways is watching. Uh, for me, watching, then what do you learn? Do you know?
Very,
Uh, that's it.
very good. Good. And about you, Tierney?
The methods for me is watching videos, uh, and I need to writing because when you writing, you absorb. I don't know if we there's this way to say, when you writing, your mind um, uh, remember more how you what you learn, and put in the exercise. Make exercises is a good way to me learn more.
Okay. Good. And you, Clinton?
Well, in my case, usually I like to watch videos, so consume courses, online courses is the way I prefer. But all as Danny, I'm not so good at reading long textbooks, etc. So the way I prefer is video, but not every time you watch a video, this video is updated. This uh, problem that happens usually on technology stuff. So many times I go to the documentation of the technology and try to understand uh, how to get the things searching through the documentation. So it's a mix of these two, uh, online courses slash videos on YouTube, and documentation. These are the two most things I consume more about learning. Of course, I'm talking more about technology because this is my current area.
Very good. Okay, in my case, I try different methods, guys. I really like the science behind the study because I think that's a science. You need to handle with this as a science because it's about our mind, the better way to fix the content, to understand the content, and to explain the content. There is a very good method. It's a freedom method. I don't know, guys, if you read about it, but you need to just understand the whole concept behind the thing. For example, I will study I don't know. Let's try a topic. Um, I will study about
SQL.
SQL, for example, SQL, okay, language. I will, for example, how to do a case weighing on SQL. If I understand why, how can I use this? And I could make an exercise with this and explain to other people in high voice. I need to explain. You when you need to do this, you use this call this function to I don't know to bring this kind of data with case weighing. Ta, ta, ta. If we use this framework, it's better for us to retain the content because if we just read or watch the class, it's difficult because we don't put on practice this content. I like this method. There is another that I use a lot. For example, I watch the class, the movie of the class. I make my assumptions and my notes, especially using a lot of draws and mind maps. I use it a lot, mind maps, because it helped me to make a whole concept, a big picture of the topic. And after this, I used an artificial intelligence tool, especially on YouTube. This artificial intelligence extract the text of the video. After this, I copy this text, put on ChatGPT, and I ask for ChatGPT make a resume. I don't know. That's a good word. Abstract. Oh no, I forgot the name for resume. Um, it's not a problem. Make a resume for me, and with this, I don't know, summarize maybe. Good summarize. Summarize this in three topics in a better way because you are a very good expert in summarize difficult topics. And after the summarize, I copy and paste in my annotations. I use a tablet to do this, and it helps me a lot because I can't write on the tablet. Okay, if we write, is better than just I don't know typing because when we write we are using more I don't know this name in English but we have five I forgot the name in Portuguese too visão, tato, olfato, paladar. This is I'm on English mode, guys. Sorry. I really forgot on Portuguese too. Senses, yes, I think about senses, but I don't know. Do you understand? Okay. Which more senses we put when you are studying is better to retain the content. I remember when I was studying on the past for a public tests, okay? I studied a law on the past, and I'm applying to different positions on concursos públicos. Okay, I remember that there is a very difficult piece of law. I couldn't put on my mind. This very difficult. I remember that I'm smell perfume during the study. When I go to the test, I put this perfume on my clothes, and during the test, I remember I smelling my t-shirt, and I remember the content. Guys, this is so powerful. It's crazy because it's a sense the way that we apprehend the content. If I talk to, for example, Dani, açaí, do you just remember your mind and make your better açaí, okay? Because you see an açaí, you saw on the past, okay? Because you put the flavor, you feel the flavor of açaí. This is the way that we apprehend the content. I don't know if I can't I can explain in a good way, but that's it. Very good, guys. The second questions. Second question: how do you organize your study time to ensure you cover all the necessary material? Clinton.
Usually I use Pomodoro for um, making time blocks, and I separate uh, a number of times of each type of time blocks. For example, I have a target for um, how many hours I will work on each project that I'm working at the moment. So this is what worked better for me because like many people, I suffer with procrastination. So using Pomodoro helped me a lot to um, diminuir, esqueci, I forgot the letter or the word in Portuguese, to decrease my procrastination. So this is the thing that worked better me for organizing not only my study routine but other things, and of course the using schedule. So I need to look at my agenda, my schedule every day in order to know what's going to happen, my deadlines, the meetings, etc. So these two tools that work better for me.
Good. Very good. And about you, Jenny?
I use the to-do list and
Oh, very good. Organized
I
girl.
I try because I write in what I want to do in the day and I we marcar, gente, como é que fala marcar em inglês mesmo?
I don't know. To mark up, to
Check.
eh,
Yes,
check,
check.
yes, to check.
I will I do the things and I will check and I see what I do in the day. And I used to the schedule uh, uh, to organize too, and because I I learn more things. I learn English now every day, and I learn uh, about the things I want to uh, for professional. I want to be a UX research, and I learn everything I see is can help me.
Yes,
I
good.
That's it.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Danny?
Sure. For me, it's difficult. I already tried in many ways, but it depends the day. It's working one way or other way. Uh, Currently, I can try. Um, I tried use Pomodoro time. Pomodoro time is very is okay for me now. But in other time, I use to-do list. To-do list is very very okay too. Uh, uh, I don't know because I change my ways all day. Is for me is problematic is
Yes.
the same way all the time. And but that's it. I to-do list, Pomodoro, or I use post-it post-it card, and I write in post-it. Uh, Post-it for me is like a Pomodoro check, but in post-it eu risco, I risk
Yeah.
when finished. That's it.
Very good. Good. In my case, I'm trying to understand, and I summarize the concept of summary. Okay, not about the make the abstract or make the resumo. For example, I need to study about brand, for example, marketing brands of marketing. I'm choose a content, I choose a course or a teacher, and after this, I'm trying to summarize the topics. What are the topics that I need to study to be good on this? Okay, and I make a kind of a planning about it. How book I will read from this topic, how content I will watch about this topic, and I'm trying to make blocks of time. For example, 30 minutes for this, 30 minutes for this, or 50 minutes depends of my agenda and the time that I have free to do this. And I put these in blocks, and I'm trying to use Pomodoro technique, and I'm trying to study the same way that I explained on the last question. And I use this, and I'm trying to finish this topic. Okay, for me, I don't work for me study just one topic, uh, just the beginning to the end. I'm trying to study five different topics, but I'm, for example, on the Mondays I study this topic, on the Tuesdays another topic, but different topics. But I try to follow these steps in each topic. This helped me a lot. Okay, it's a kind of, I don't know if you study sometimes to the public concurses. You have a digital, and there we have a lot of topics to study with different subjects. And I remember one public concourse that I studied in the past for 40 thousand 40,000 40 mil 40,000 pages to read. It's impossible. You can't read a lot. I remember that I made 150 mind maps just to summarize the whole edital and to study after this to remember the things. It's a crazy. And if we don't make the strategic in a strategic way, in small parts, it's very difficult. Okay, very good. Third question, Clinton, read for us, please, and go ahead.
What memorization techniques do you use to retain information longer? I usually use mind maps. I have a mind map app here on my computer, and every time I have to go deep into something, and I feel the necessity to memorize better things, I use mind maps. So I build all the things into this app. But to be honest, it's not so common to me to go back to these files and remind something. So I think I use this more in order to try to memorize better things, but in the end of the day, I am reading something or watching something and doing these mind maps. In my mind, I think it's going to retain better information. I'm not so sure, but this is at least I feel I felt that way. So uh, and I need to improve my memorization techniques. But the thing that most work with me is practice. So if I'm practicing
Yes, yes.
retaining better than reading or watching, there's image on internet, a pyramid that shows what kind of things you do and memorize better stuffs. If you read some after some days or some hours, you get lost this information. If you uh, s- uh, if you teach someone, it's much higher the retaining time, etc. So, best case scenario, of course, if you uh, have some knowledge and want to retain better, if you teach someone, you would be better to retain this information. In my case, I like to practice. So as I'm a software developer,
You
I
need to practice,
uh,
yes. Very good
yeah,
way.
it's easier to memorize the stuff using this way.
Very good. And you, Channing.
I agreed with Clinton. I I think practical is more it's work more with me and widen. I think because I need to review what I learn and and I use topics make I used to uh, because I don't try yet, ainda, não sei como é que fala, mas ainda não tentei usar o mapa mental para saber se dá
Yes,
certo
it's
comigo.
easy. Yes, it's because you are writing. You put the nodes. I think that's the name. Branch. The branch is a connection between the nodes, and you are put the topics. For example, we're talking about English. For example, adverbs. Where you put and you put the definition of where and the case of use. Another adverb, for example, who. This kind of stuff is not difficult. Try. It's a
I
good way.
will try.
Okay.
I will try.
Very good. And you, Danny?
Oh, my memory is terrible, terrible a lot. And for me, repetition is the better way because doing the same things for many days, repetition is works for me. But other ways, I don't know. Uh, Mapa mental I don't use. I tried because the Clinton and Diego uses is okay. I tried, but for me, is repetition is works more.
Very good. Very good. In my case, I try to use repetition sometimes, but I'm trying to put on practice the things that I study to explain to other people. I really like to explain. I really like to help other people when I have something to do. For example, during my job, we need to study a lot because the technologies, the methods are growing a lot, and we have new things to study. And when I study a new thing, I'm trying to explain this for my team to put on practice. Let's start a new project, guys. This is not we don't have a deadline fixed for this, but let's go a different thing, innovate with this study, and I explain. I don't know. I bring the reference for the guys, and after this, the guys start to put in practice with my supervision. I use this a lot. Help me a lot. Okay. Let's split to other question. This is good. Okay. The first question is good. Do you prefer to study alone or in a group? what are the advantages and disadvantages of each method? I will start with the question, okay? Actually, depends of the subject, depends of the situation. On the past, I hated a lot studying group, especially on college, because you need to do the things alone because the other guys don't do anything. Okay, unfortunately. And I remember that when I start make a very big projects on my graduation, I remember that I just answer for money to the guys, ask for money to the guys, pay me 20 reals, I will make all the project, I will make all the study because I know that you will not help me. But if you pay, you make attention, pay attention, and bring value for my job. Okay, pay for this. After this, I make a loan and we present in front of the teacher and go ahead. But nowadays, I change my mind. For example, here we study together, and this is very good because we can make this connection. That's so important. Are human beings. You need to socialize, and when you put one topic and breaking small things and um, speak with different people about it could help us a lot. And I really like nowadays studying groups. Some subjects, if you have a very difficult and very, I don't know, things that we need to be very focused, I'm trying to study a lot. And about you, Mr. Clinton.
I agree um, most with you. And I was remember the time at the college that things really happened the way you describe it. Usually I was the person that was going to run after people to deliver stuff, or I was the person who present the thing. So I was a good presentator at the college. So um I prefer in the beginning to study alone, but after I get some uh, foundations, I think studying group is powerful. For example, in programming, we have the possibility to pair programming. So I like to pair programming. For me, works so much. It is not exactly a technique, but it's a way to where two people work together on the same project at the same time. So for me, it's something I really enjoy, and I learn more during pair programmings. So although people usually not so much like this, but when I had to do this, for me, it's very good. I really enjoy because work progress faster, for in my opinion, when you are pair programming, because there are two people um, basically 100% focused on that task. So when you are alone, it's much easier to get distracted, and when you are studying or working in group, or in this case with another person, you are it's so much more demanding on you and the other person because you are 100% focused on this, and things uh, get done faster, in my opinion. But of course, if you don't have a minimal knowledge about the subject, the work, it doesn't work. So you have to uh, have some foundations, and
Okay,
after this, you progress better.
very good. And about you, Cheney.
I agree with you guys. I think he depends. When I need to learn and make me focus, I prefer study alone. But when I need to exercise, make an exercise, and a presentation, I prefer is to be in the group, study with a group.
Yes.
And I think the advantage about study alone is silence, concentration, silence, and but the same time you can maybe distracted with other thing, uh, and the advantage studying group is you change informations, and you make others motivated you, and they are in disadvantages. I don't know if I say it right.
Disadvantage. It's difficult.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Okay. The student in group is uh, people talk other subjected, and and lose the way, and making focus about the study, I think.
Good. Okay. And you, Danny? Go ahead.
I totally agree with you because for me it's depended the subject. Uh, um, for me, the study one new information. I prefer study alone, but in other cases, for example, Clinton says pre-programming. I love pre-programming because the knowledge is more faster. Uh, uh, you can learn we can learn with other people. For me, it's fantastic way for learning faster. Um, here in Talk for me is in group is it's very is better. It's very well because you learn it with other people, and other people say the other words, the other pronunciations, and you learn it listening other friends. For me, that's it. Is alone. It depends on the subject alone or in group.
Very good.
The two ways is as well.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Guys, let's choose the last question because unfortunately we don't have time to answer all the question. But there is another good here, the seventh one, okay? How does technology influence your study methods? Do you use apps or digital tools to help you? In the whole concept, guys, not just about to make, I don't know, annotations, or notes to make notes or to bring a mind map, but Pomodoro technique, do you use your cell phone to help you? I don't know. There is another technology that don't help you but distract you, as social media, television. I don't know. This I think that we can answer this question. Etienne, start please.
I use the technologies. I think Google Docs to write things, to organize my informations, and the apps. I use the to-do list, and I I think other thing what I do. I think it is I watching videos in YouTube with um and I writing in my cell phone, notes in the cell phone too, and mm, digital tools. I think it's the Google Docs make me to and I study in the notebook. I watching videos or I learn about things, and I will write in the Google Docs or use the the recourse. I don't know if this is word. I
Resources.
I go translator. Não, translator não. O recurso do Google que a gente digita, usa pra. A gente fala e ele vai digitando. Esqueci
Ah,
como é que
Google
se.
Docs, on the Google Docs.
Yeah, yes, this.
Yeah, very
I
good.
I will speak and the digital. The Google Docs we writing what you say. I use more, and I think it is. And it's about the this is the methods influence is. I think it is. Yeah. I try to explain it, but
No,
I
it's
don't know.
good.
Do
We
you
got it.
explain?
We understand your point of view. Good, very
Ah,
good. This is the objective, Etienne. You need to explain, and we can't got it and understand your point. Very good. Sure. Danny, your turn.
Uh,
Seven
for
question.
me, seven question. Okay. For me, we call Etienne because I use the Google Docs all the time. Other apps I don't use because I am very addicted in social media. Then I use the cell phone. I disperse. I
Yes.
disturb. For me, this is no notes. Notes too, but now Google Docs and Notes.
Very good. Very good. And you, Clinton.
Well, in my case, I've tried many things already. So I will talk about what I'm using at the moment. So I even brought a book that I read recently. It's Um Ano em 12 Semanas, 1 Year in 12
Oh,
Weeks.
good.
It's a book that I randomly uh, saw someone on YouTube talking about, and during this after when I was reading this book, I was a little bit lost how to organize my life in general. So this helped me a lot, and I use Tick, a tool, online tool, that you can mix your schedule, Pomodoro technique, to-do list, organize your tasks, etc. It's a very complete tool. Um, it's not free for iOS. I think it's free on Android. As a, I think I was seeing someone talking about this. I don't know. And I use Xmind for making mind maps, as I typed it on chat before. So I use Google Calendar, sorry, for organize my meetings, etc. So I always trying to use app or digital tool
Yes,
to
because you use it a
organize
lot
my
in your
life.
day. Yes, you need to use different kind of platforms when your cell phone a lot abroad. I don't know, not abroad, but out of your house and your office, and this is good. I believe that we are in a digital world. It's important.
Yeah,
Okay, guys,
so
very good,
it influences a lot. How does
very good.
technology influence our student methods? A
Yes,
lot.
a lot, a lot. Nowadays, a
I
lot.
try these days I tried something crazy. Like I was thinking I will do a very fast learning about a book, a specific book. So I download the book on my Kindle, and I saw what was the most important topics on the summary, and I was asking for ChatGPT to summarize the specific topics that I
Very
was
good.
thinking it was important, and mixing with the book, etc. So basically, in one afternoon, I read the book. So it was a great experience to mix all these online resources that we have
Very good.
today.
Yes, very good. Guys, unfortunately, we need to finish this conversation because I have another meeting right now, just the beginning of the day. Thank you a lot for your time and for your presence here. On the next week, I'll be here, in the same moment, at the same time, and Friday. Yes, it's Friday today. Let's go ahead with your day, guys. Have a good weekend, okay? Thank you for your participation here. Bye bye. Have a good day.